of course. And if you're here for the first time, you might not know who this man is, but this is the founder of our company and our CEO. And when we talk about a masterpiece, this is probably the main artist that we have here. And so he's got something to talk to you about today. Please welcome to the call, Kelly Olson.
Thank you, Diz. So good to have you hosting today, Diz. And you are loved, believe me, company wide. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I love the idea of the P84 Power Hour. We're going to do this for 12 straight weeks. And the idea here is very, very simple. Our goal is to build belief. Our goal is to help you understand when we say P84 is a masterpiece. I've been reading the comments and I really appreciate those comments. To me, the idea of masterpiece means, I don't know, like a life work. My wife Arlene and I had the opportunity of visiting the Vincent van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, uh, not too long ago. It's probably the most emotional experience I've ever had in an art museum, to be honest. And we had a guide that kind of took us through and explained all the works of art and Van Gogh's life and I my wife is a very creative person. She is an artist. She's a watercolorist and has many talents. Um, my my creative outlets are different. My creative outlets are more business related. But I have to tell you, that experience touched me very deeply. And when I think about P84, you guys, I don't know, you may think this is a little bit crazy to compare P84 with a work of art like someone like Vincent van Gogh would create, but and I'm not trying to be boastful or hyperbolic or anything like that, but I'm just saying that this, to me, in my life, and I would, bring it to me, but I can tell you that my partners we act as one. Sean and Cody and Kenny and Joy and all of my partners, we act as one, and so we are all contributing to this masterpiece. This to me is like the culmination of years and years and years of searching for something that really can impact the health of millions of people. And the other thing that I was thinking of while Diz was introducing our topic today was the idea of the real business part of Lovebiome, which is creating a global brand. Do you realize that each one of you are all participating in the building of a global brand? That P84 will be, it is beginning already, but will be a brand that is known globally as as the um, as the microbiome nexus. That P84 will be the standard. The P84 will be the product, the name, the idea, the logo, the image that everyone thinks about when they think about total health, optimal health, microbiome health, getting the most out of life. We are brand builders. And as we build a brand, we build recognition, belief, and we have the opportunity of impacting millions and millions of lives. And so that's what we're all involved with. And building a brand is a day by day process. It doesn't happen overnight. It is a process of one person at a time. It is a process of building and creating belief. It's a process that evolves in each one of us every time you participate in a discussion like we're having today. It fortifies that belief. And as that belief is fortified, you're able to pass it on to others. And as that is passed on to others, the brand grows. The brand becomes more recognizable. And before we know it, it just becomes part of our daily vocabulary, like Kleenex or General Motors or Apple Computer or any Amazon. It just becomes part of our daily speech. P84 will become part of our daily speech, not just us, but it will be part of the daily speech of everyone who is seeking optimal health. That is our vision and our goal. And so grateful to be with you today. We're going to have a very, very interesting discussion, I think. The discussion that we're going to have today is I'm going to be the mouthpiece, but I want you to know that all of the information I'm presenting to you today has been in many, many contributors. One of the key contributors is a microbiologist who is our scientific advisor, Dr. Zach Underwood. And during these 12 weeks of P84 Power Hour, you'll hear from Zach again and again. But I just wanted to give a special shout out to him and the contribution that he has made. And so let me start. We start with this, you guys. What do we do? What does Lovebiome do? How do you answer that question when your brother-in-law says, "What do you guys do?" Or when someone, in the grocery store or something reaches you and say, "Well, what does Lovebiome do?" Or "What do you do?" How do you answer the question? This is how I would answer the question. Everything that you ask me the question, this is what I would say. Everything that you have been told about living well, feeling healthy, performance, aging, and even appearance is old. I would start with that statement because that statement is the foundation of who we are. That is the statement that triggers the revolution that is Lovebiome. Everything you've been told about living well, feeling healthy, performance, aging, and even appearance is old. Let's get that straight. The purpose then of Lovebiome is to help you discover how your body really works. And with that knowledge, how to achieve optimal health, aging, performance, and appearance, and get the most out of every day. Isn't that an amazing business that we're in? Isn't that something that we can be? I mean, when we wake up in the morning, we got a smile from ear to ear, and we can't wait to be part of the unfolding of this vision. This is how I would answer the question, what do we do? P84 is our vehicle. Our message is that the microbiome is the center of your health. If you can get that into your mind and really embrace it and understand the depth of that statement, that your microbiome is the literal center of your health, you can begin to understand how Lovebiome and particularly P84 can impact every part of your body, every part of your life. This is our message. It's exciting. It is worth the effort. Our science, the entire scientific community is acknowledging the importance of microbiome health. Don't take my word for it. From 2020 on, for the last 5 years, Sean and Cody and I, and then joined by others of our partners and then our field leaders and partners. We have seen this unfold. We have witnessed it, and it has become part of who we are. The entire scientific community is acknowledging the importance of microbiome health. The explosion of science has created the era of the microbiome, and we are not only in it, we are leading it. P84 was designed from an idea to become the most comprehensive microbiome health product in the world. To try to replicate the formula from available products that you can find online or in a health food store is impossible. We have tried again and again and again. Now you can assemble products that have similar types of ingredients or parts of the ingredients. And even doing that process that we've done many, many times, the cost of it would be over $450. And you still would not replicate, even close to replicate what we have created in Vital Power 1 and 2. This is our masterpiece, you guys. This is our masterpiece. It would be like me trying to paint Starry Night, the Van Gogh masterpiece. It just isn't gonna, it's not gonna happen. P84 is our masterpiece. Vital Power 1 and 2 are designed to be mixed together in water and consumed every morning. Simple. It is designed to be the automatic part of your morning, of everyone's morning. We own the morning. The morning is the beautiful time, the time to get your microbiome fortified and strengthened, the time to create the habit, the amazing lifelong habit of taking care of your microbiome. P84 has when P84 Vital Power 1 and 2 is designed to be sold together, complement each other, mixed together, and consumed together, it has a light and delicious flavor without any added sugar or cosmetic ingredients of any kind. It's designed to be the best part of your morning. Let's talk about the confidence in ingredients. Every ingredient in P84 has been vetted from the source to satisfy our exact standards and curated to complement every other ingredient. Ingredients are formed into blends into formulas, and the formulas become Vital Power 1 and Vital Power 2. This process has taken us nearly 3 years to complete. P84 is truly designed from the ground up, from a clean sheet of paper, to be the automatic part of your morning regimen. This is our business, you guys. This is our business, and it starts with you, but it cannot end with you. It starts with you. If it starts with you, it means it continues to go. We're out to impact the morning of every living human being. As the automatic way you begin each day, you will receive the optimal benefits, and the benefits will accumulate day by day. This is a cumulative process. This is an ongoing process of fortification, balancing, strengthening, and diversification. It's not something you take one morning and say, okay, I've done it. This is the process of living well. And this product is designed to be the automatic part of your day from today forward. From the first sticks, as you mix them together and consume them, our P84 begins to reorder your microbiome chemistry, population, environment, effectiveness, and strength. Your microbiome reaches a state of balance, and then in this balanced state, positive impact is felt in every part of the body. This is the process. This is how it is designed to happen, designed to work. A healthy body requires a healthy microbiome. It is impossible to achieve optimal health with an unhealthy, unbalanced microbiome, lacking the diversity of healthy, friendly bacteria. Taking another vitamin C tablet is not going to work, not going to happen. Taking another herb is not going to, it's not going to do it. It's impossible to achieve optimal health with an unhealthy, unbalanced microbiome that lacks the diversity of healthy, friendly bacteria. So today's discussion, I want to give you an overview of how this happens and how we begin to approach the creation of P84. The mechanism of remote, when we talk about the microbiome being the center of health, it connotes that the microbiome is like the control center of the body. So to understand that, you've got to embrace this idea of these gut axes. The mechanism of remote organ communication with the gut as the control center is called the gut axis. Your microbiome is the control center of every body function. When you can, when you just embrace that and let that kind of seep through and understand it, it begins to help you realize how vital it is for us to take care of our microbiome. That in turn we take care of everything. Like almost from the very beginning in our company, we made the statement, change one thing, change everything. And that's exactly where that came from. Research has identified specific connections in the human body with the microbiome as the center of human health. The gut hormone connection, the gut brain connection, the connection with heart and lungs, gut skin, with the muscular and skeletal systems of our body, the gut liver connection, the gut immune system. This is comprehensive with the microbiome at the center of human health. Now, we discovered along the way targeted, diverse, and complementary probiotics are the key. Now, this is something we need to pay attention to because the word probiotic is so used and overused and used incorrectly in the world of health supplementation and so forth. So let's talk a little bit. What is a probiotic? Probiotic is simply friendly bacteria. Our microbiome is populated by hundreds of trillions of beneficial friendly bacteria. Recent research has revealed that a healthy microbiome is a diverse microbiome, meaning that there are a multiplicity of species of friendly bacteria working together, each coded for a special purpose, that without that diversity, we lack the ability to impact all of those areas of our physiology, of the human physiology. Now let's talk about the P84 probiotics. This is what I wanted to really focus on today a little bit. Phytopower 1 and Phytopower 2 contain 40 billion CFUs, colony forming units, 15 specific, individual targeted species, 10 in Phytopower 1 and 5 in Phytopower 2. A colony forming unit is the way they measure probiotics, and it connotes the idea that they are live organisms, they are live bacteria that we are consuming, and that when they reach the microbiome, they spring into action. They are alive. And so the idea is that we are not consuming dead bacteria, but rather live bacteria that repopulate, have the ability to repopulate our microbiome. So as we, again, I'm trying to paint the picture of how this came about. This came about a group of individuals. A key individual in that process was Zach Anderud, and we developed together with the the qualifiers, the standards, how we select the probiotics in P84. There are two key qualifiers. Number one, the repopulation rate. The CFUs do not be, when we see CFUs on a probiotic label, they don't always represent healthy, vital bacteria. We only include sources that get to work. Does that make sense? The repopulation rate, as we looked at the available sources of probiotics, the repopulation rate was key in our selection of these probiotics. Number two, survivability. The journey from your shaker bottle to your gut microbiome is treacherous. We select species that survive the journey. And many of you have had this question, that do our probiotics survive the transit time through the stomach and all the way into the microbiome? The answer is yes. That we pay particular attention to that. What we found as we did this, and we've found since, is simply a number on a label doesn't guarantee repopulation or survivability. But you can trust P84. These are the key qualifiers that we started with. So let's start with PhytoPower One. The PhytoPower One probiotics are specifically curated to impact the gut-body axes. So as we began to put these species together, again, was with Dr. Anderud's lead. I just yesterday, as I was kind of reviewing this presentation, I was going back through the notes that Dr. Anderud kind of forwarded to us in his research and so forth, and it just made me smile. We did such a great job. Led by him, to identify the probiotics that have the greatest impact on these axes: the gut brain, the gut heart lung, the gut skin, gut musculoskeletal, gut liver, immune, the gut hormone and endocrine system. And so with the key qualifiers of repopulation and survivability, we ranked each investigated strain by the impact that they have on each axis, linked to an organ or a connection to a system. They were ranked. And then by the number of systems and axes, the probiotic influence. So this is our ranking process. This is the way that we curated these diverse friendly bacterial species and strains. So the message, I guess, is that we just didn't randomly throw together these and say, well, this is cool. It was a very, very specific, very affirmative process. And so, for instance, as you look at the PhytoPower One label, the 10 probiotic strains that are included in PhytoPower One, the first 5 were like the absolute heroes in terms of these axes, the impact on these axes. Let me give you an example. Lactobacillus rhamnosus, LRAO5, influences 8 out of 9 of those axes or connections. Then it was the number 1 influencer in the immune system connection, number one in the liver axis, number one in the skin axis, number one in the lung axis, number one in the brain axis, and number two in the endocrine system. And so you can see, as you know, we go through these one by one, we ranked these, and we said these are the ones we want in our formula. No, no one has done this, you guys. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you, you can try. When you see the probiotics and other products, whatever on the market, they are primarily what is available and what is the least expensive. Nobody has gone through a curation process, a ranking process like this, led by Dr. Underwood. Lactobacillus reuteri influences 8 out of 9 axes or connections. Number one in the endocrine system, number one in the bone axis, number one in the cardiovascular system, number two in the muscle. Are you getting the message here? Are you getting the message, you guys? Tell me you're getting the message. This is our masterpiece. Van Gogh would be proud of this product. I mean, this is amazing. Lactobacillus plantarum, LPO5, influences 8 out of 9 axes or connections. Number one, the muscle. Number two, cardiovascular. Number two, bone. Number two, skin. Number three, brain. Bifidobacterium longum, BL21, influences 8 out of 9 axes or connections. It is the number two brain axis influencer, number two in liver axis, number two in the lung axis, number two in the muscle axis, number three in the endocrine system, number three in the immune system, number three in the skin axis, number three in the cardiovascular system axis. Come on, you guys. I mean, come on. Should we not be sharing this product? Should this product not be the automatic part of our day? Lactobacillus LA85 influences 7 out of 9 axes or connections. It is not 1, 2, or 3 in any of the axes, but it influences that high number. So we looked at this saying, okay, the 7 out of 9, that's what we're looking for. And then the 5, Lactobacillus helveticus, L876, is a brain axis probiotic. Bifidobacterium breve, BBR60, influences 5 out of 9 axes or connections. Bifidobacterium bifidum, BBI32, 5 out of 9. Lactobacillus paracasi, LC86, 5 out of 9 axes. Lactobacillus casei, LC89, 4 out of 9 axes or connections. And number 3, by the way, in the lung axis. This collection of 10 probiotics were without a doubt the finest that could be put together. We, through such great research. And by the way, as we look at the amount, the bulk in that 20 billion CFUs, it is heavily weighted toward the most effective of those 10. And so this curation it's just nothing like it on the market. You just won't find anything even remotely like this. Now let's turn our attention to Phytopower 2. Phytopower 2 has a different focus, because remember, they are designed to be complementary and fit together. While Phytopower 1 is focused on the gut axes, Phytopower 2 is focused on the creation of short-chain fatty acids, deep body detoxification, anti-aging, and barrier integrity. So we looked for those probiotics that were focused on those outcomes. Let's see. Again, the key qualifiers, the survivability and repopulation stayed the same. If they didn't have a repopulation rate that we were happy with, we kicked it out. If it didn't have the survivability rate that we liked, we kicked it out. Okay, and so the criteria that we ranked The 5 friendly bacterial strains in Phytopower 2 started with this reactive oxygen species, or ROS. You heard Dr. Underwood, I think, in our most recent presentation talk about this. ROS production that directly impacts the body's own antioxidant defense mechanisms and generates the 2 enzymes, superoxide dismutase and catalase, that are required for detoxification. So this is number 1. Number 2 is spermidine production. Spermidine is an anti-aging uh, uh, anti-aging that reduces the aging-related metabolic decline and promotes longevity and reduces inflammation. And so the bacteria that influences spermidine production, that was the criteria. And number 3 is barrier integrity. Barrier integrity contributes to the structural integrity of the gut barrier. That is so important. The environment of the microbiome, its ability to do its job. So the 5, again, the 20 billion CFUs, 5 different species. Lactobacillus sakei, LSA79, is a hero in spermidine production. Bifidobacterium adolescens, BAC30, ROS, and spermidine production. Okay, that is okay. Saccharomyces, which is a different type of species. I'm going to say this right. Saccharomyces boulardii, SB01, was chosen for its ROS production and barrier integrity. Weizmannia coagulans, BC99, for its ROS production, and Bifidobacterium lactis, BLA80, for barrier integrity. And so this is the way that we curated the probiotics in Phytopower 1 and Phytopower 2. And which really is the cornerstone of P84. Now, as we go forward in our discussion about P84 from today on, next week and the week after, we will talk about how the complementary ingredients, the complementary blends, were curated around these friendly bacteria to ensure that they have the prebiotic food, the postbiotic enzymes, and so forth, to get the very best production, the very most effective use of these friendly bacteria. And so I hope that this discussion helped you understand this one part of P84, that you can gain an appreciation for what we have done, what we have put together in terms of the diverse probiotics. It just doesn't happen in any other products. This is the unique, one of the very, very unique aspects of P84. So I hope that this Power Hour discussion has helped, I don't know, increase your belief, your understanding of what we are doing and why P84 should be a part of your morning, and why we say this should be the automatic part of every single person's day. We're taking care of your microbiome, and these probiotics, when they hit when you mix them and consume them, they spring to life. You can trust that. They survive, they repopulate, and they do their job. So Diz, that's my presentation for today. I'm grateful for the translators, grateful for all of you who attended. I hope that this has been really beneficial to you. We are building a global brand, and P84 is going to be known, and I'm so excited to be part of that. So, Diz, I'm going to turn the time back to you with my thanks and gratitude to everyone who attended.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you for that awesome information. I'm sure you're seeing the comments and you'll see the comments later, but just everyone is just so appreciative of this information. And I want to ask everybody before you jump off. I know I see some people that are already jumping up. It's like Kelly's done talking and we're ready to go. But I want to ask you, what is a takeaway that you're getting from what you just learned today? Write in the chat something that you're taking away. Something that is that, because look, if you write it, then it's out there. It exists. And I want you to write something down that you're taking away from what you just learned. Okay? Give me something. Best in class probiotics, says Clayton Ford. Great presentation, very informative. Just tell me something that you learned today. Okay? What is something that's really stuck out to you today? Knowledge gives power, says Unstoppable Viv. Coach Heron says it's a curated masterpiece of a supplement. Wendy says an amazing product curated with care and attention. Abby says, oh, geez, these are going so fast. Powerful, more belief in the P84. P84 is a true masterpiece. Okay, so many comments that are coming in. I promise I'm going to download the chat and I'm going to read every single one of these, and we might even use them. Who knows? Anyway, so to end the show, as you know, we always want to give you something that you can share out there. And so we've created this little video that can be found in the digital library on our social media. By the way, did you know that you can download everything that we share on Instagram? Instagram has a feature where you can just go in there and download it and it saves on your phone. It's super helpful, but it's also on your digital library. But here is a shareable video that we want you to share this week. All right. Well, that is going to be available in your digital library. And everyone, give a big thank you to Nikki, who does so much for our company. She runs our social media. She does a lot of our. She's our executive assistant. She helps with the marketing team on so many things, and she's also our model. You see her face a lot on our videos, and so give her a big shout out in the comments. She does so much. And speaking of the P84 Gold enrollment pack that you saw in that video, we just have a few days left. Now, if you're brand new here, if this is your first time on this call, get with the person who invited you to this call because there's just a few days left with for free membership. So you can get the best price on this awesome product that Kelly just showed you. And for a limited time, we have an enrollment pack that has that beautiful box that you saw in that video. It has a stainless steel P84 shaker bottle. And again, the free enrollment and free shipping, all of it a value of $75 for free. And so if you're new to this call, get with the person who invited you and ask them, hey, I want to take advantage of that awesome enrollment pack and let's get you signed up. All right, guys, thank you so much for being on this call today. We are going to come back next Wednesday, April 30th, for part two of the P84 Power Hour. Remember, we are designing this for you to invite people to this call. So I challenge every single one of you to have a guest or two who's brand new. Or Raleigh Adam, I won't be back next week, but we're gonna ask you if you're brand new, and I would love to see in the comments lots of new people like we had today. Thank you so much, guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.